Hey there everybody, hope your day's going well. It's your Carrot Old School Gaming here, and welcome back to another Wild Wednesday. Yeah. It's been a while, falling a bit behind, but I'm hoping that this will be the month that I start catching back up. Well, maybe. I don't know. Once July hits, well, actually that's when this is going to come out. It's going to be, the heat wave's going to get worse, But in the meantime, it is that time of the year with Wild Wednesday where I go over something that's not really a game theory, more of just, I guess, just kind of to vary it up a bit, because, Wild Wednesdays is not just for video game theories, also for just talking about video games in general, if possible, and usually I wind up with some idiot rambling on about how video games are so terrible and how they're bad and how everyone should stop playing them, because, getting rid of a multi-billion-dollar industry, that's exactly what the economy needs, because demolishing all those offices will create jobs. Yeah, anyway, I don't know, I watched the first 10 seconds and, hey, good quality audio, so at least there's that. So, yeah, let's get into, Why I Quit Video Games by Phil Barrish. Never heard of Phil Barrish, but, hell, I'll take a look and see what it's all about.
When I was 16, my only priority in life was to play Xbox.
Really? Your only priority? That's not good, because, even at 16, there's, at the very least, there's at minimum 2 years of college left. For me, with a birthday in the middle of November, thanks to the American schooling system, 3 years of high school left. Yeah, but that's not the point here. Why is playing Xbox your only priority? Do you not have any friends? With the Xbox, there's plenty of multiplayer games, and, so I don't know. It just seems weird that you say that is your only priority. I'm guessing we're going to get into some preaching about how video games steal everything from you, and you need to stop playing them in order to get your life back, instead of, prioritizing things. And, yeah, you can play games, but you need to know, when to cut things off. Isn't that obvious? But, well, apparently not for everyone.
Then one day, that all changed. It started on the morning of Christmas in 2006. The Nintendo Wii had just come out, and there it was, lying under the tree.
Well, hey, that's pretty awesome for you. You got it right at 2006, because I had to wait until 2009 when I had saved up enough from my part-time job at the time, and finally had enough money. And I actually went to Walmart, 3 or 4 nights in a single week, just, hey, do you have the Nintendo Wii? I couldn't go, super early in the morning, because I had to be into work super early in the morning. And, well, at least for my part, whether I'm waking up on a day I have to work or a day I don't have to work, I'm a pretty slow waker, so it's just, kind of dragging myself, and then eventually getting dressed, and then getting out. So I couldn't really stop at Walmart before going into work. I would stop after work ended, and I was just going, hey, do you have the any more Wiis? And unfortunately they didn't, and they couldn't track, because at the time it was the Wii came in on a different schedule than the normal trucker. But I didn't work Walmart at the time, so I don't even remember what exactly was said. Just, no, sorry, we don't have any. Finally, one day, I got the last Wii on the shelf, and I'm just, oh, hell yes. I drove home, plugged it in, set it up, and I'm just, okay, time to play. But, yeah, it is what it is, so for me at least, and hell, lucky you got it right at 2006.
With it came hours of fun, Wii Sports, Super Smash Bros., and then Mario Kart. Mario Kart. It was the first game that I really took seriously. I'd play for hours on end, unlocking every character and setting new best times on every map.
Yeah, Wii Sports and Smash Bros, those are a lot of fun. I actually spent a lot more time on Smash Bros than anything else, just because it's just look at, there's more to unlock, and there's more to unlock, and there's more to do, and there's, doing stuff and whatnot. As for Mario Kart, I never really got into the series, mainly because I just suck at racing games. I look at any of my streams, because I've done, the Super Nintendo Mario Kart and Mario Kart 64. I have Mario Kart Super Circuit for the Game Boy Advance. It has yet to actually be on a stream, but I mean, yeah. Watching those is definitely not for the faint of heart. So, yeah, just a heads up. Yeah, I just suck at the games, but I mean, hell, I'm sure it would take a little while to, go through all the different maps and, set best times for the different courses and unlock all the characters. But, I mean, was Mario Kart the game that got you, so addicted you had to put video games away forever or something? I'm waiting for the preaching here. That's what's happening. I'm waiting for you to start preaching.
And then 2 Christmases later, the Xbox 360 arrived, and that's truly when I fell in love with gaming. Halo Reach consumed me. The summer of 7th grade, all I wanted to do was game. I'd easily spend 10 to 14 hours a day with my online buddies playing Halo and Call of Duty, just waking up every day, rinse and repeat.
Getting a teenager out of the house. Come on. Come on.
Okay, 10 to 14 hours a day, that seems a little excessive. I mean, don't get me wrong, when I was in high school, I played video games a lot. I mean, hell, the thing that consumed the most of my time was Morrowind, mainly because it was just there was so much to explore. And hell, going through the Let's Plays now, I don't even know what number I'd be at right now. That requires some thinking, going, okay, when does this come out? What videos come out for Morrowind? But yeah, I'm pretty sure, because it definitely takes a long while for me to get to the point of, okay, I'm done free exploring, time to join the guilds and get those quest lines, all the quest lines done. Oh god, it takes a long time to to get to that, but like I said, yeah, I spent a lot of time playing Morrowind and just exploring all around Varden, well, all around the Better Coast mainly, but there's a lot to explore there. But I would not spend 10 to 14 hours a day. I mean, if you ask my mother, he spent every single waking minute. No, mother, no, I didn't. Okay, I still did my homework. I still worked on school projects. I still prioritized my time. 'Cause even at the stupid age of a teenager, I knew I had to prioritize certain things. I didn't really understand why I was prioritizing sleep over other things, but I still number 1 priority, sleep. Number 2, drink. Number 3, eat. Those are the top 3 priorities. Subconsciously, I knew that's what I had to prioritize. I didn't spend, despite what contradictory information you might hear, I didn't spend so much time just playing video games. I did play some, but honestly, a lot of my time was spent researching, hey, where are some dungeons in the Bitter Coast region, and okay, so if I go from here to here to here and then find it. I mean, now, I still have the maps back there, but it was just but with the map at least I could go, okay, this one, blah blah blah, not quest related, it is over here. Which means, if I go from where I was at the last dungeon, then I make it. So on and so forth. But, damn, dude. 10 to 14 hours a day. I mean, school would be, what, an 8-hour day? So, let's say 10 hours. That's 18 hours. That leaves you, what, 6 hours of sleep? How, as a teenager, how do you survive on only 6 hours sleep? Because for me, even as a teenager, I had to sleep at minimum 7 to 9 hours. Which is actually the recommended, but, for me, I overslept a lot. And it wasn't because I was up playing video games, it's just because my body was utterly tired. So how could you spend 10 to 14 hours a day, so that leaves you, with 8 hours of school, that leaves you 6 to 4 hours of sleep a night. How did you function? Well, I suppose we're here to find out, because I haven't seen this video all the way through. I'm just waiting for the preaching to come through.
Some of my fondest memories were from those days, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. But if I'm being honest with myself, while I was a developed gamer, I was a pretty underdeveloped teenager. The downfall of spending all your time gaming is, unless you go pro, you come out of it with nothing to show.
and hear me out on this, or it could be a way to unwind. Because, I mean, like, there are people who, like, try to turn their hobbies into a profession. Like video games. Like, for me, video games is a hobby, and, yeah, I record and edit through Let's Plays of different games, blah, 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 blah. But it is not a job. It is still a hobby, even with the whole, like, recording and making more stuff. It's still just a hobby. And then my work is what pays the bills, what keeps a roof over my head, what keeps food in my stomach and gas in my car. So, like, the whole of, like, if you just play video games and you're not a professional, you walk away with nothing. No, you walk away a little more relaxed and unwound from the day. Because everyone needs a way to relax. Like, for me, my hobby is video games. And, like, for some people, maybe their hobby is video games, then it becomes a profession. They need to come up with a new hobby, because otherwise it's just like, okay, I have to think about this, and only do this, and only do this, and only do this, and it becomes a burnout, essentially. So, yeah, not a good thing unless you already have another hobby lined up. You need something to just take your mind off of what is occupying most of your time. Like, for me, it's my 40-plus hour a week job that occupies most of my time and most of my thoughts. So I play video games, and hell, I record Wild Wednesdays and Thoughtful Thursdays as a hobby to just kind of unwind and take away from all that. So, yeah, like, your whole thing of, if you play video games and you don't go professional, you walk away with nothing. No, you don't. Okay? Pretty sure we're getting into the preachy part here.
It began to feel monotonous, hitting the max level of a game, only just to do it again the next year on a new title.
Well, yeah, that's why there's so many different video games. I mean, hell, I didn't get very many subscribers or watchers or anything. But, I mean, there was, Super Mario World, and then Conker's Bad Fur Day, and Super Mario 64, first-gen Pokemon, Morrowind, and, whatever comes after Morrowind, and another, I don't know how many weeks. It's going to be a while, but, yeah, there's a variety. Like, you're talking about, like, things like maybe like Call of Duty or something, where it's like, get to the next level, next year, do the same exact thing, just with updated graphics, which, honestly, I find that extremely boring. That's why I have a different variety of things. I mean, hell, even with the games that I've streamed, some of them can kind of fit into, like, a similar category. Well, sort of. I've done 2 Smash Bros. I've done 2 of the Mario Kart series. I mean, hell, like, most recently, Diablo 2, that has definitely been a quite the different from everything else I've ever either streamed or recorded on Let's Play. But it's still fun, and it's a different variety from anything I played, like I just said. I'm repeating myself, but anyway, that's the point I'm getting to, is you need variety. Like, if you were to eat, actually, I had fried chicken the other day, so, I'm gonna go with that. Expensive, but it's definitely tasty. But if I ate nothing but fried chicken, I would start to literally toss it back up, because my body's just like, this is disgusting, get something different, please. And hell, that's why I can't eat TV dinners anymore. I grew up eating pretty much nothing but TV dinners, and, like, my stomach is just, no. I look at it, and my stomach almost immediately feels like it's telling me, no, do not get that, move on. Anyway, the point I'm making is, variety is the spice of life. Whether it's with food or with video games, have a little bit of variety. I mean, like, unless you actually do go professional, then by all means, play that one type of genre, but then find something else to unwind. Like, hell, maybe find a different video game to unwind with. At least for, 3 or 4 hours each day. At most. I mean, then again, I have not wanted to talk. So some of my streams are pretty long, but I take regular breaks, like every about 2 hours, give or take a couple minutes. And that's another thing. Take regular breaks, because if you don't take breaks, then what the hell? Yeah, and, well, these are sounding into quite a few rants. I'm going to try and keep them brief, because I'm barely a minute and a half in. It's already been like half an hour since I started recording. I mean, there's going to be plenty of editing and adjusting and whatnot, but yeah. I'm going to try to keep my commentary brief here, as best I can.
I have 4,000 hours played on Minecraft. That's more than 6 months straight of playing Minecraft. And at the time, I still didn't really know how to build good relationships in my life. I was lost.
Ooh. Let me guess. It's the video game's fault. It's completely the video game's fault. It's not that you might have some kind of social anxiety or undiagnosed ADHD that makes it difficult for you to maintain even professional relationships in the world. No. It can't be that. It is 100% the video game's fault. Am I right?
And as I've grown older, the idea that you have a limited amount of time on Earth really started to sink in. Spending all of your time developing skills that don't progress you anywhere feels like a waste. Let's dive into it. Think of it like Skyrim. When you create a player, you're able to allocate a certain amount of points within your skill trees, and I'd just been spending all of my points on video game ability and forgot about the rest. I was a solid Halo player, but I wasn't achieving my goals like playing on the basketball team, making new friends at school, or being invited to all the cool parties. The solution and the key is moderation.
Okay. Wow, okay, is this not going to be a preachy one? Huh. I mean, honestly, I was going into this fully ready to just rip into you, calling you an absolute idiot, but, I mean, yeah, you are absolutely right. The key is definitely moderation and prioritization of your time. As for not being invited to, like, the different school parties and whatnot, well, okay, I graduated in 2008, so you are, what, a year or 2 or 3 below me, also depending on when exactly your birthday is, thanks to the American schooling system bull crap. Yeah, but, yeah, I'm not here to talk about that. So, like, for my part, like, I would overhear the other students talking about how drunk or how high they got on the weekend parties, and I'm listening to their shows and just, wow, you sound like an absolute idiot. Why? Why are you, like, bragging about getting drunk at 17 years old? Like it's some kind of achievement. Of course, like, in my family, there's, like, very, rampant alcoholism. And I already had a preview of what drunk people act like and do and how stupid they sound and how stupid they are. So that kind of was like a, well, I was consciously paying attention. Subconsciously, I just kind of went, yeah, these people are idiots. How much of a loser do you have to be? How boring do you have to be to get drunk in order to be fun and have fun? That makes zero goddamn sense, but yeah, here's the thing, like, as an adult, yeah, well, I say adult, but at least as someone who gets a job and is able to earn money, you can definitely go out. I mean, hell, I've been looking into, like, a few different places nearby to me. They do have, like, there's a couple different places that'll have, like event nights where there's, like, bingo or trivia or just a gathering, just, like, it's essentially the businesses trying to get more money by just saying, oh, hey, we're hosting an event, come on down and join us. Okay. And it works. It brings in more business. It drives interaction with the business, and then the word of mouth spreads, more people come, so on and so forth, they make more money. So the places that I've looked at, they have, well, one's a bar and pool area, the other is like a sit-down restaurant that has a bar. But, I mean, just because a place is a bar and something else, that does not mean you are forced to drink. Okay, you didn't really mention anything about alcohol. I guess I kind of went off on my own again. The point I'm making is, like, you can, like, look around to your local areas, look around at different restaurants and bars, and, like I said, just because it's a bar doesn't mean you are forced to drink alcohol. And, like, look at places that have events, like you said, bingo, or trivia, or just a plain old gathering, maybe karaoke. And hell, so there are a few places that say, oh hey, we're having an event night where it's like, for 2 hours, it's trivia, 2 hours bingo, 2 hours karaoke, and then we're closing. Yeah, but, I mean, you could attend all three, you could attend one, you could attend nothing, maybe go another week, or something like that. And like I said, like, the point is, like, I still play video games, and I will occasionally go out to those events. Because, you know, it gets me out, gets me to meet people, and it's fun. But that, you know, like I said, I still play video games, I still do that stuff, because of the word you used, moderation. As for, like, you said, like, 4,000 hours in Minecraft, god damn. That is quite excessive. Is it? I don't get me wrong, I've played Minecraft, but goddamn, 4,000 hours? Doing what? Like, you know, like, when I don't know, maybe I can stream Minecraft one day, or create, like, some kind of fun little Let's Play series of it, but 4,000 hours. What are you doing? Because, like, when I played Minecraft, I dug out a little hole, I eventually, like, started getting some, the stone cobblestone or whatever, and I made it into bricks, and I, you know, made a pretty little home. I built a library attachment. I built a nether portal attachment. I put a few fences around for, like, sheep and cows and pigs and whatnot. But there is absolutely no way in hell that would take 4,000 goddamn hours. Either you suck, or what is there to do that takes 4,000 hours? That's what I want to know. Anyway, the word you just said, moderation, yes, that is definitely the key. Moderation, where you prioritize things. Yeah, I'm going to try and keep my commentary short again. But this one was quite a bit of a rant for me. Again, and again. Yeah. I'll try to keep my commentary short, no guarantee.
No matter how enticing a game may be, limiting your time on it and doing other things lets you become a more well-rounded individual. Adding in new tasks to fill your time, such as going to the gym a few times a week, helps with your physical and mental well-being. You can treat life like a real video game if you want, accepting lots of side quests to add depth to your character's lore. With all this newfound time, you're able to progress in multiple skill trees and become more well-rounded. And I will say, some good things did come out of my time playing video games. Because of my passion for filmmaking, I used to record all of our games and turn them into YouTube videos.
Hey, that can really be more considered a hobby than, like, actually playing video games. It is kind of, I don't know, weird that you try to use, like, Skyrim as a metaphor, like, oh, you put so many skill points into so many different trees to create a well-balanced character, except a bunch of side quests to give the character more lore and whatever. But, I mean, it's like, okay, like you said, because you did say adding an extra task to take a few minutes out of your day, yeah, by all means. I mean, hell, that's why, you know, like, even when I'm streaming, or hell, even when I'm recording, when I'm recording Let's Plays, I try to limit my time to 2 hours. Like, it's not an exact science, or exact math, or whatever. So sometimes it'll be a little under, sometimes it'll be a little over. It all mainly just depends on, like, where I am when I'm just like, okay, I've taken care of all the stuff I want to take care of off camera. Now, okay, like, if it's like, oh, it's only been 20 minutes, yeah, I'm taking up I'm going to another dungeon, and so on and so forth, until I hit, like, the 2-hour mark. Sometimes, just because of how much loot I find, it's just like, okay, wow, holy crap, that took a while, now I'm 2.5 hours in, let me wrap it all up. But yeah, absolutely, like I was saying, like you said, you know, do something that takes up a little more of your time, and not just play video games, because that's, like, the whole thing. It's like, you don't just play like, for me, I don't just play video games, I have a full-time job. Like, there are certain events, like, in town that I might go to. Well, some weeks I do, some weeks I don't. It all depends on what else I've got going and how I'm feeling, which, with this heat wave, maybe, I don't know, maybe if there's, like, an event, like, some kind of like ice cream buying thing at some place, I might go to that just to like have some ice cream and cool the hell off. God. Especially with July coming. Oh, but hell, like, your interest in filmmaking and, like, recording video games, that would make everything more of a hobby rather than a full-time job, right? At least that's what I would think.
This is what first got me started doing video editing and graphics, and I actually ended up pursuing it for my career. Video games are definitely a part of life, but they're not all there is to life. At this point, it feels impossible to commit so much time to video games when there's so much else I haven't done yet. Don't waste your potential. Get out there, accept the side quests, and make it count.
Okay, well that ends like a 37-second montage of some weird music. I'm cutting that out. Like, as usual, if you want to see the full thing without any commentary, just check out the description and it'll be there. If it doesn't work, there's also going to be a link to the channel and you can search it up. But, yeah, okay, you know what? Like, there is, like, you need to find a way to unwind. Like for me, unwinding from the week is playing video games for a little bit. So sometimes it'll be something as simple as, a game of solitaire, or 2, or 3, depending on how much else I've got going. And also there's like a whole bunch of, like grinding 2nd gen Pokemon, gotta do that, and I'll be watching stuff, I'll be watching stuff and then grinding away Pokemon out of the corner of my eye, looking back and forth, just just grinding to the next level. But it is not as though, it almost sounds like you're suggesting that, stop playing video games, go out and do something. You can absolutely play video games and find time to do something. It's about, scheduling. Because, like I said, there are a few different places that hold events, in the town I live, and hell, even a few places, outside of town, that might take me, 30, 40 minutes to get to, which, honestly, is not bad. And hell, there's even stuff that's further away that might be a little enticing because it's, big and huge. Like a big, huge event or something. And thing is, just keeping things local, like the few places in town that hold events every single week, they'll hold them at the same exact time, well, maybe depending on holidays, like hell, upcoming 4th of July, that they might cancel the events and just say, hey, we're canceling the normal weekly event because of the holiday, go out and enjoy. Wait, no, by the time this comes out, it'll be well past the 4th of July. Anyway, I'm recording this in advance, but the point is, prioritize your time. For me, some weeks it's just I don't have time to go out and do other stuff because there's more priority right here at home. More things I need to get done, in a schedule. And then maybe next week, or the week after that, depending on how things go and how I feel, maybe then I will feel like going out and doing something. But, yeah. It's not just about moderation, so it's about, prioritization. Hell, if I am playing a game of solitaire, I know that can take about half an hour per game, and it's just I don't know, do I have half an hour to spare? Yeah, okay, I'm going to spare half an hour while I wait for the time to pass. Just, okay, a game of solitaire, and... oh, dang, I got stuck. Well, it's time to leave anyway, so who cares? Or, hey, I won, and it's time to leave, so... time to close everything out, shut everything down, and get to where I need to go, because, well, there are certain places I need to be. And, playing video games is not the priority. And I know that. For you didn't get invited out to do stuff, but honestly, count that as a blessing, because, high school kids are doing some stuff, and honestly, it's better to just avoid that. And hell, if they want to call you some kind of loser, or a narc, or whatever, hell, let them. At least you're not the one that might get something laced with something that's going to, well, stop your breathing, give you the permanent nap. Yeah, I have to be careful about certain words on YouTube and whatnot, but yeah, that's my point. Yeah, not just moderation, but also schedule your time. Hey, do I have time to put a little couple hours into this? For me, when I'm recording something, it's just because, you know, it's like time to set up, and then record, and then transfer files where I need them, and then start getting them edited together. That does take a bit of time. Thankfully, I work like 13-hour overnight shifts, so I actually get more days off than the normal, like, 9 to 5 or whatever crap that bastard Henry Ford started. Yeah, seriously, boo that man, because, like, 5 days a week, you get 2 goddamn days. You're spending more time at work than you are anywhere else. Well, okay, I guess technically you spend more time at home, but you definitely spend a hell of a lot more time awake at work than you do awake at home. And, God, I absolutely hate that. That's why I don't mind doing, like, the 13-hour overnight shifts 3 nights a week, then the other 4 nights of the week are all to myself. Well, except when they call me in for overtime, which, yeah, I mean, if you want to work overtime, then by all means, go right ahead. Just make sure that you say yes sometimes, but no other times. Establish a boundary that you're not just going to say yes. You're not, going to be up in their hind end like this every single goddamn time they ask you. Just say, sorry, nope, I can't, I'm not going in today, and leave it at that. If they start asking no, just say, no is my answer, screw off. Well, don't tell them to screw off, but definitely let it be implied that no is your answer. Anyway, wow. That took that was, hell, at least this rant was at the very end of things, so yeah. Next time I'll probably get back into Pokemon theories, unless someone wants to suggest something else, which by all means, go right ahead and suggest something. I'm all ears. So, yeah, I'll see you in, well, this Thoughtful Thursday, the Thoughtful Thursday tomorrow morning will be the, oh god. I just remembered, it's the Mother's Rosario arc for Sword Online. God damn, that is... Don't get me wrong, good writing is just extremely depressing. Yeah, well, I gotta get this edited together, and then eventually more or less force myself to get through a Mother's Rosario. God damn. Yeah, I'll catch you next time whenever that is. So, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, hit the bell so you can always be notified whenever I upload another video, and as always, have fun.